Hello, hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmy. How are you? I am here with Angela from AJ Mobile Notary. I will let her introduce herself.
Hi, this is Angela from AJ Mobile Notary. I'm so happy that you guys are with us tonight.
Hey guys, so tonight we are talking about adding apostille services to your notary business, and it's in honor of Angela's new course. We'll give YouTube and Facebook a few minutes to notify people that we are live. I forgot to send out the email. Eek. Well, that's okay. Welcome to everyone who is joining us. Hi, Chantel. And to those who will be watching the replay and also listening to this on the podcast eventually. In case you haven't heard, Notary Educators has a podcast. We are on all the major channels
Yep,
or what do they call it? Platforms.
platforms.
All right. So hey Mofit, welcome, welcome. Mitzi, Chantel, and everybody on Facebook. Let me see, can I see Facebook? Angela cannot. So if we cannot, we just gonna be nice to our Facebook people, but I don't know if I can see you, so I'm gonna try. So anyway, tonight we are talking about apostilles. We'll take a few questions. Angela's gonna talk about her course, and it released on Friday. How you feeling, Angela?
I'm actually feeling amazing about it. I gotten really good comments from some of the people that have purchased the course, and their comments are everything that I wanted the course to be. I wanted it to be simple. I wanted to have a lot of information that would really help them to be able to complete the task without asking a lot of questions. And I just want it to be easy for them to understand so they can really get the process of apostilling documents for different countries. So I feel really good about it.
Excellent, excellent. So let's ask the people, how many of you have added apostilles to your business? One for yes, two for no. Are you doing apostilles in your notary business? One for yes, two for no. Let's see, are you actually doing them? Because for myself, it took me a minute to actually add that service because I was terrified. And even now, when the phone rings, I'm still like, what's this? Because it's not the most, it's not the easiest thing to navigate. So I see one, a couple twos, mostly two.
That's
So
great, you guys.
yeah, if you have not added it to your business, what's stopping you from adding it? Yeah, mostly twos. So why have you not added apostilles to your business if you have not?
Mhm.
Is it
Mhm.
lack of training, just being scared like me? Or what is it? Why are you not adding that to your business? Because it's very profitable. You want to talk about why people should add it to their business, Angela?
Well, there's so many good benefits to the business, and when sometimes when you think about apostilles, people just think about I'm going to take the documents and take them and have them apostille. Where you can add things like even courier services to your business, but just to backtrack a little bit, the good thing about it is that you're not under the notary laws when it comes to apostilles. So it comes when it comes to pricing your services, then you can set your reasonable prices that are not in line with what the notary laws say. You have to notarize the documents properly, of course, but when it comes to pricing, you know the money that you make from apostille is really nice. You can make some profitable money from doing apostilles, but also becoming an apostille agent, one another benefit is that it complements your notary business. And a lot of people will say that, the loan signing is slow, or they're slow on notary. I find that with all the services that I have in my business, when one is slow, the other one is popping maybe. And so our apostille business, when I talked about the profitableness of it, one notary job, may cost this much, but one apostille could cost 10 times that much, literally. And so, especially if you get more than one apostille, and the other benefit is that if you get a client or a customer that comes to you with an apostille, that person is going to keep coming back to you whenever they have one. You're gonna be their apostille agent, and so that's another good benefit. But also, um, when you meet people, and that's another subject. But when anybody you meet, I talk about the apostille business, and so people are only interested in initially because they don't know what it is. But the apostille business is very profitable, and you can really add value to your business by adding that service.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. And I'm all for knowing how to do more than one thing. That is just my thing. You don't be a one trick pony. I always go back to the restaurants. Chick-fil-A
Mm-hmm.
don't just serve chicken. McDonald's just don't serve hamburgers. Mofit, hello, welcome, welcome. Hey, Manny and Ani, welcome. Hey, Christine. We got Facebook, but I can't see your names. I'm so sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you give StreamYard permission, your name will show up if you would like it to. Hey, Mitzi. And see, looks like Christine, Nancy, welcome everybody. Marjorie, Cristal. So Marjorie says she's been waiting on the course. And congratulations. Manny and Annie says newly commissioned needs some training. Nancy says newbie learning not yet started. Crystal says she just scared, and I don't blame you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Talada, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody on Facebook and those on the replay. Yes, a lot of reasons why people aren't doing apostilles.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason normally is a lack of training and being scared. But as Angela
Mm-hmm.
said, she takes the fear out of it. Um, what else would you like to add about people just being afraid, Angela?
I mean, you have reason to, because if I don't know how to do something, I'm hesitant to do it. So that's what it is. You're hesitant to do it, which is where the fear comes in. But when it comes to apostille, there could be a lot of layers to it. But I promise you, this course, after you take this course, it takes away all the fear. It is so simple. It takes you step by step in most scenarios, because there's always going to be something that may pop up. But when it comes to being able to do the process in any state, it's like I really laid it out like ABC 1, 2, 3. And so that's what I knew that people needed. They needed something simple. There are a lot of visuals in it. They needed visual things to see, because also a visual person. I can learn without visuals, but when I have visuals, it sticks in my mind and I got it. And so with this training, it really takes all the fear out. And like I said, the way I've set up the training, the process is simple, and it becomes simple, and you will really get it if you purchase this training.
Okay. Okay. Very good. What questions do you all have about apostilles that we may be able to shed a little light on? And first of all, would you like to even explain what it is for those who are new, Angela?
So I like to say the simple answer to what an apostille is that people need documents to be used in foreign countries, and they come to you to facilitate it, meaning that you take the documents. If it has to be notarized, you notarize it. If not, you take it to the state or whatever authority that it should go to, and you have them apostille the document so it can be used in that country. So with certain business or things that have to be done in other countries, the document has to be apostilled or authenticated by the state. And if it's not, the document can't be used. And so when it's authenticated or apostilled, then it can be used for whatever business they need to use it for.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Is this something you can do in all 50 states?
Yes. And so even the way it's set up, it allows you to be able to be trained to do it in all 50 states.
And we did have a hey, Mr. Oscar, what's going on? How are
Hey,
you?
Oscar.
So let's see. Looks like Oscar, and hello to everyone else also. Looks like Mr. Oscar says hi everyone to the three most knowledgeable educators, Pride, Megaphone, Rainbow Handle.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Oscar.
you, Mr. Oscar. Missy says, can you elaborate on what you charge per apostille document?
So that's gonna be determined by state. It could be anywhere from $99 really to like $300. It depends on what state you live in, because what's charged in California, New York, states like that, you're not going to charge the same in South Carolina. Or so it depends on what state that is that you're in, apostle in the document in. And all of that is more marketing and pricing. How you price the documents is discussed in the course, but it really depends on what state. It's just like notaries in California are going to charge way more than notaries in Georgia or South Carolina or something like that.
And looks like the next one is from Facebook. Do you use a flow chart?
I don't use a flow chart. Okay, I don't use a flow chart because I know the system. But actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I do have a flow chart actually in the course. But personally, I don't use a flow chart. I had notes before I got it in my brain to stick, but I don't use a flow chart. And really, when you think about it, it's a good question because when you think about it, a flow chart is only good to a certain extent with apostilles because when you get to a certain point, all scenarios are not the same. So there is a basic that you can use a flow chart for, but it's not going to be able to use every single time if that answers your question. It gets to a point where you have to know what to do with what documents, but you can use a flow chart for basic apostille jobs, so to speak. That's a good question.
I have seen different flow charts. I don't particularly like them myself. I'm not a flow chart person.
I
It's just
am if it's basic. Like if it's basic, if you got this, it goes here. If you got this, oh, with flow charts and apostille, uh, when I say to a certain extent, it's good to use them if you wanted to. When it comes to just the three levels, yes. But outside of that, it could go in a different direction. You understand what I'm saying, Kim? Like when you do the basic things, that flow chart may be good for basic documents, but a flow chart could get a lot of wings if you do it, and it's like, yeah.
yeah, it's just not, like I said, it's not my cup of tea. Preferably, I've tried to use a few of them, and I don't particularly care for them. But if I guess, like you said, if it's simple enough, I
Yeah,
can use it because
yeah.
you guys know if it's anything about me, I like it simple. I don't do complicated. I got a couple people when they try to plan events and stuff, they already know. Don't call me if it's complicated because
Uh,
I don't even want to be bothered with it. I really don't. If it's complicated, I don't want nothing to do with it. Manny says, I'm a remote online notary. Can apostilles be completed with remote platforms?
yes and no. It depends on the state. Some apostilles do allow it, but you have to make sure, and I always tell people you have to make sure that the state requirements are met when you're doing apostille. Like you could not send a Ron apostille to somewhere like Georgia where there is no Ron.
Right. Right. Okay. And
I
that's
want to go. I want to go back to the fees. The person that asked about the fees,
mm-hmm.
and so another thing, a factor when it comes to fees, is that it's gonna depend on how many documents you have, and if you're gonna charge every document for the same amount. It's gonna depend on where the document is going because the different states have different fees in the Department of State. So that's why I said it could be anywhere from 99 to 300 or more because it's going to depend on how you want to uh, assess your fees with your client. Maybe give them a break when they have 3, 4, 5 documents. So your fees are going to really depend on how many documents that the person has.
Okay. Very good. And that's again subject to so many different things, not just how many documents, where is it going, if you got to
Right.
do FedEx, UPS, shipping, it's just so much involved. So anyway,
And I
let's
do go through that whole process in the course.
and let's see. Next we have conversation with you. I've taken 2 training classes. Fear is what has me in a chokehold. I'm making it harder than what it is in my head.
So
Yes.
has she taken 2 classes and she still has fear?
Well, I've taken several. I still am fearful. So in and of itself, I'm not your average bear though. But in and of itself, that don't mean nothing. But have you taken 2 apostille courses? Conversation with you is Angela's question. And if so, each trainer is different too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the information was presented. I mean, was it just informational? What it is? Did you actually learn how to do it? You know what I'm saying? It's so many variables.
And you
Hey
guys,
Billy, what's going on?
I was just gonna say, you guys, I'm like so proud of this course because everybody who was waiting on it, they know I took forever to do this course because I really wanted it to be right. And so with saying that, it just made me feel really good that I got this one comment from my review from this person. And I'm proud of this because it shows that my work was appreciated. If you haven't seen it on the Facebook group, the person wrote, "This apostille course is awesome. I am a visual learner, and your teaching style is exactly what I needed to truly understand the apostille process. It was jam-packed with great information. I loved how you broke down how to price each service. I'm very pleased with purchasing this course. And yes, it was very simple. Thank you, Miss Angela. You did an amazing job building this course. It was definitely worth the wait." And so that's why I waited so long, you guys, because I really wanted to be what you needed. I wanted it to be more than just an overview of what apostilles are, or to just explaining what apostilles are. I wanted it to be something where it really explains the process, and that when you finish, you would feel confident that I got this.
Conversation with you says, I have, and it seems very easy, but I'm the type of person that just makes it harder than what it is until I do it. I'm a wedding officiant as well and was fearful until I did it. Oh, congrats. Congrats. Yeah, the first few
Congratulations.
times you're always nervous, you know, but once you do it a few times and get it under your belt, because every
Hmm.
situation, every time you do one, you're going to learn something different. Same thing with your basic notarizations. Every time you do
Hmm.
one, you know, because I see in a lot of Facebook groups, well, what goes here? I didn't learn that, you know. I think we just lost Angela. Yeah, we'll let her back in. But you know, if you're not sure how to, you know, even properly notarize, that's going to be important for doing our apostilles, you know. So check out the Notarize Like a Pro course, and every piece that you learn is going to help you with the next thing, building your business out. When people call about my pricing course, will help you in pricing. I go over how to price every single service, even apostille. So you're going to learn that in Angela's course, but I also have that in my pricing course. So check that out. Don't forget, let me let Angela back in. Don't forget about the upcoming celebration of the
Yeah.
5,000 we're having on Facebook. We are so proud. We are actually at 5,500 as I look today. Oh, you're so welcome. Conversation with you. Yeah, challenge to yourself to try to get one done this month and keep us updated. We would love that. So we'll just have a couple of announcements and then we'll check out because it's Sunday and I got to go live on my other channel about my weight loss. I don't know if you guys have joined me over there or not, but it's called Healthy Life with Kimmy, and I have to go live over there tonight. At least I want to. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but anyway, I got to go live over there too. So, yeah. So join us next Sunday if you are not a member of the Facebook group. And I think we're gonna. I haven't talked about this with Angela and Alexis yet, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and film it, and we'll put it on YouTube live also. But we're focusing on Facebook. Again, join us over there. It's going to be a celebration. And then we're going to do another celebration here on YouTube, which is coming soon as we hit 15,000, which we are not that far off. So soon as we hit 15,000, we're going to do another celebration over here. But we just love seeing everybody win. And
Hmm.
it's just been amazing the journey we've been on. I talked to someone the other day and they were just so appreciative. They were like, I don't know if you all are people of faith. And I was like, yeah, we are. And she was like, but I just feel like this is meant to be. I found you all. And she had, you know, been with other people or whatever. And it's just a clarity that she received from notary educators that has really helped her. And it's just been our privilege to be on so many people's journey. I just,
Yeah.
when I started this thing, my goal was to do one notarization per day. And it was so funny because my brother was like, I don't know if I ever told you guys this story, but my brother was like, you don't set the bar too high, do you? Well, I was just trying to replace a little income that I left when I was at my hospital job. I wanted to do one per day, like a little part-time something. And one thing led to another, one thing led to another. And now I was talking to my husband earlier. I'm like, we even have a podcast. If you guys do not know, Notary Educators has a podcast.
And I
So go
wasn't even
back
planning
and
on it.
no, I wasn't planning on a podcast. So go back and check out because that was over about a year ago. I was watching somebody else. It was like, you really need to do a podcast. And they were talking about the RSS and this and that. And I was like, I don't know what that is. Don't want to know. Don't really care. And then one day after I finished a couple of projects, I said, let me double back to this podcast thing. Well, I am proud to say we are almost 2,000 downloads on our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 2,000, guys. I'm just like, wow, this thing is so phenomenal. So if you haven't joined us over there, please do, because we have over 400 videos on the channel. We're uploading them over there. And I know you haven't watched all 400.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? I know you haven't, most people, because that's a lot of videos. But check them out. We cover everything. So, like I said, check out the podcast. Angela, any final notes? We did have one more question. Hold on. Missy says, is there any specific place you guys like to market for apostille work?
So I'm like I say, with notary loan sign, your number one market is going to be Google. But what I do, which I found very successful, I have a lot of foreign customers that need notaries. I always let them know what else service I provide. And I have had a number of apostilles just from letting people know that I notarize documents for what else I do. Tell people that you do it. Everybody you notarize for, tell them that you do it. Foreign owned businesses, stop by and tell them. I went to a restaurant the other day in my neighborhood, and it's not a restaurant anymore. They turned into just a catering business, a catering service. And I'm like, I explained what I do. I left my business card. And he's like, thanks. I need a notary sometimes. I come to you. So always tell everybody what you do, and especially when it comes to apostilles, your current clients, foreign business, people that own foreign people that own businesses. Everybody needs a notary from time to time. And a lot of people who are going overseas or from overseas, they may need an apostille, so you just never know. And a lot of my apostilles now comes from referral. I had 2 last week that came from, oh, my cousin told me about you. She got an apostille done. So once you get it started, they're going to tell their relatives if they need one, and that's what happens.
And the main reason they're telling their relatives is because they know everybody can't process. So.
Right. Because they don't even know what it is. They don't even know what it is.
Yeah, if you find somebody who could do it right, you want to tell everybody, hey,
right.
I got somebody for you. I know you guys, if you've been with us any length of time, have heard this story. And go ahead and drop your final questions for us, please. I had a lady, and her sister needed a notary, and she tells her, hey, you can use my notary. And she was like, I didn't even know you had a notary. She was talking about me, of course, because I had processed like 4 or 5 for her. So it's funny, she had considered me her notary, and again, that's like a relationship. Like you can go to my doctor,
Right.
So it's kind of special actually when people, put that kind of trust in you
and
they refer you. I love referrals. That's the best testament to what I do in my business and what all of us do. Even when it comes to training, when somebody say, "Oh, such and such told me about you. They took your course." I'm like, "Oh, really?" Because I always ask, "How did you find us?" So anyway, we got one more. Let's see. Yvette says, "What is your Facebook group name? I am new to Facebook and I really enjoyed you all on YouTube." Oh, yes, Yvette. It is Notary Educators is our Facebook page. And you're going to love our Facebook group even more because it's so interactive. Everyone over there contributes and help each other out. We will be celebrating the top 10 contributors over there. So I should be reaching out to you this week and let you know who you are. So you can join us if you want to come on StreamYard and, join the conversation. You could feel more than welcome to. We will be providing the link if you want to join us. Again, I will be sending out DM or whatever to the top 10 contributors. Actually, Facebook tells me who it was because I thought I knew who the top 10 were. But Facebook actually keeps account of who contributes to the posts and stuff. So I don't have to get in trouble. I'm going to show y'all the names, and then that's going to be it. And then Sheila says, how can I get into the apostille course?
So just go to our website. We have a website, notaryeducatorsllc.com, and click at the top on apostilles and just scroll down to the bottom and you'll see the course, the online course. So it's not under the one-on-one. It's not under the self-paced courses. You'll see that too. But click on apostilles and it's on the apostille page. But what I want to add to that, you guys, is that because the course is new and to show our appreciation, the course is on special. There's only 4 hours left till midnight tonight. The course is on special and it will not be this price again. And so I encourage you to get it while it's, on the special. Like midnight tonight, the special will be over. And we did that, for our Facebook group and for our people that follow us, to give you the opportunity, as we always try to do, to make sure that you can get your training and it's affordable.
So to clarify what Angela is saying here also, so all things related to our apostille training has its own tab, which is apostille. Okay. To clarify, everything apostille related is under apostilles. So it is on there. You have her simplified course. You have the one-on-one training apostille. You have the live training and you have the mentorship. Okay. So I think it's easier to put everything under one category. And again, everything apostille related is just clicking the little 3 thingies and
Hamburger.
go to everything
we learned that's the hamburger.
Yep, the hamburger. So everything you need is right there. Okay. So I think we're gonna wrap up, people, again, so I can go to my other. Oh, they said, what is the special, Angela? Hey, Gelada.
Well, the special is $129, and the apostille course will not be that again. It's the rollout price, like I said, for our followers, to give them the opportunity, and whoever else go on the website, but mainly we will notify our followers of the special price. And it was for 48 hours, and tonight at midnight is the end of the 48 hours.
Okay, so we do thank you all again for joining us. Oh, excuse me, guys. We do thank you all for joining us again. Please join us on Sunday for our 5,000 Facebook group member celebration.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, check out Angela's new course. And on behalf of Notary Educators and Notary Life with Kimmy, I'm going to say good night.
And on behalf of Angela and AJ Mobile Notary and Apostille Services, good night, you guys, and thank you for joining us. Don't forget to be with us on Sunday.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.